Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors.
And we are underway in Foxborough. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hold it ready.
Now Hall to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we got big on tackles. We'll give you the short stuff. And just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Jets have moved out in front.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jones on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both weapons doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Second and 4.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3-and-out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
On second down, a run with Hall.
Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Pioneer, Mustang 19. 3. 79 Broncos. Panther 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Warrior 17.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Rohrwasser now for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jets 49, Patriots 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Back to throw. Jones looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are able to at least get one score back. The extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Cut. Ready?
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. There's the stiff arm, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Ready.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Back 60. Hey, back.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. A gain of 22. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we're that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Hall.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Now Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you